Hello me! If you haven't seen my previous video on this 50s inspired updo, please click the link. Hey loves! If you'd like to see a tutorial on how I achieved this voluminous blowout, please keep watching, and as always, please subscribe. All the products used will be linked down below in the description bar just in case you have any questions. Let's get started. What you're going to need. So you're going to want to start off on freshly washed hair. As you might know by now, my holy grail is the Shea Moisture, the OGX Argan, and the Aussie Moist. If you have time, I would definitely recommend doing a deep condition first. The link above is for my DIY deep conditioner that I use, so if you haven't checked that video out, click the link. So you want to make sure that you're doing as much as you can to proactively prevent drying of your hair. One thing that I definitely make sure that I do is coat my hair with some kind of heat protectant. Here I'm using the Shea Iron Guard, and it's just one that I've used for years. Next, you're just going to section off your hair, and just depending on how thick or curly or long your hair is, you might have to do more or less sections, but the smaller the sections are, the quicker that your hair is actually going to dry, so smaller is better at this point. The sections are also really important because you want to make sure that you're only drying the portion that you want to work on, not the rest of your hair, because it can get tangled very easily. So you're just going to take your first section and pull it slightly taut, and you just want to make sure that you're not yanking on your hair, but you want to make sure that you're actually helping it to kind of straighten out. And what I'm doing here is that I'm just starting from the roots all the way down to the ends and making sure that my scalp is dry, the center section, and the ends are about 90% dry before I'm putting a brush in there, because working with wet hair or soaking wet hair is actually more brittle and can add to breakage, and you don't want that to happen. Once your hair is about 90% dry and not a second before that, you're going to go in with your paddle brush, and as you can see here, I'm putting it as close to my roots as possible and then working it from the roots all the way to the ends in an up and down motion. And this is really going to help with separating the hair so that all of it's getting dry, as well as allowing you to make sure that you're not yanking at any tangles that you might actually come upon. So you're just going to continue that all the way around the section until it's completely dry. An optional step is to then go in with a bristle brush, and this is really going to help if you're going to be either flatlining your hair afterwards or doing some sort of smooth out style. Because the density of the brush is a lot closer together, it's going to give you a lot smoother, kind of sleeker ends. So you're then just going to continue this process over the entire section and basically around your entire head. It's that simple. Okay, let's just go over that one more time. We're going to pull the section tight, blow dry along your scalp to make sure that the roots of your hair are dry, make sure the underside is dry, and then in a downward motion, dry the center, then hold and dry the ends. Do this till it's about 90% dry. Then we're going to grab our paddle brush, comb out the section. Next, put the paddle brush close to your roots. Take your blow dryer, blow dry that section, and using your paddle brush in an up and down motion to make sure every section's getting dry, and then just blow dry through the entire section. That's it. Like most curlies, the front of my hair is a completely different texture than the rest of my hair. The curls are a lot looser here, so I do this technique a little bit differently. Also, you want to make sure that you're blow drying your hair in the front in the direction that you want it to actually go. Unless you need a little bit more volume. In that case, blow dry it the opposite direction that you want it to go. So at this point, I just use my paddle brush to kind of start to style the front of my hair the way that I want it to be. And that's just because the front of my hair, once I blow dry it, that's the direction it's going to be until I wash it again. So I want to make sure that I get it right. Then you're just going to go through and make sure that the rest of your hair is completely dry. I usually do this on a cool setting. And that's it. Well, minus the dance break, of course. But it's super easy, and now you have voluminous, blown out hair that you can either just leave as is in its fabulous state or style it however you like. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye!